Elite is a company that has a long history in the legal industry. Actually, it's been around for 60 years, and it itself has evolved dramatically over that period of time, and into really the premier financial management technology company in the legal industry. But several years ago, the leadership at Elite realized that there was a lot greater need to automate and add technology to a wide variety of administrative workflows in the law firm, and developed what today we describe as the Enterprise Business Management Solutions vision, which is a wide-ranging vision that allows Elite to build out integrated modules that support traditional financial management and reporting, but also risk management, e-billing processes, reporting capabilities, and now, as we've moved business development software into Elite's suite, also business development capabilities. And all of those are being developed into an integrated whole that will meet the front and back office business of law needs that the law firm has. When Elite conceived of that vision, there were parts of the suite that made sense for Elite to build. They have a highly competent technology leadership organization headed by Eric Sugden under President Carey Birch. But in addition, there were components that already existed in the marketplace that were of the quality that Thomson Reuters would want to acquire them. So Elite acquired a large number of companies. Between companies that Elite bought or companies that were moved into Elite, actually the group added 8 new businesses over the last 2 years. And they've done that strategically. In some places, again, Elite chooses to build, in other places it chooses to acquire, but in all cases we hold our quality bar very high. We work to make sure that we integrate the services organization so that the service consistency is there and customers have a positive experience when they're interacting with Elite employees. We've increasingly brought the Elite sales organizations together, so they're working under one leader so we can present a more united Elite face to the customer. So I feel really good about where Elite is at today with its acquisitions. A couple of them are really interesting. We purchased LawSoft and Mattersphere towards the end of 2011. Both of those are based in the UK. And have had a really interesting long track record in that market and continue to provide a great beachhead for Elite in the UK and increasingly in Asia Pacific. So West has been in the legal industry for over 140 years, and a lot of people don't know that Elite has been in the space for over 60 years. I believe when Elite was founded by, I think it was Harvey Rich, who's Alan Rich's father, and Alan Rich is a good friend of Thomson Reuters. It was a business that sold adding machines to law firms and into professional services organizations. Today, Elite is a software business with a wide-ranging strategy to deliver integrated software to streamline the front and back office operations of the law firm. So Elite has undergone a massive transformation over that 60-year period from hardware to very customer-centric software and services. So the legal business of Thomson Reuters is also on a journey from offering books, obviously, and our online content and an increasing range of software solutions to really offering a full integrated suite of content, services, and software. So in a lot of ways, Elite has made that journey ahead of us and is a wonderful model for the rest of the business to look at. How have they made that evolution while staying very true to what continue to be Thomson Reuters' commitments to customer service, highest quality products, and a continued focus on innovation? Businesses like Elite, and actually a couple of other businesses that are part of the portfolio that I manage, litigation solutions and business law solutions. Businesses like those 3 are pressuring the rest of the organization to think in some ways differently about how we do business. We've had to have some interesting thoughts about what does our culture need to become, what does our training resource need to look like as we evolve from a business that offers excellent content in some software to a business that offers truly integrated software, content, and services. The mid-market, by which we mean law firms with, say, 20 to 180 timekeepers, is a really vibrant and important market for my business, and in particular for Elite, both in the US and internationally. In the States, our flagship product for the mid-market is ProLaw, and ProLaw is one of the really first integrated financial and case management tools that was available in the market, has a loyal following and a wide customer base among mid-sized law firms. And we've really focused on that product, not only on continuing to innovate and perfect it, but on deep integrations with other Thomson Reuters solutions, including Case Notebook, for example, our litigation tool. Internationally, or in the UK, we recently purchased LawSoft, which is a mid-market software that services financial management needs of law firms in the UK. And that will be the beachhead for our continued expansion into the mid-market of the rest of the United Kingdom, and we've also launched a version of that product in Asia Pacific. The mid-market we see actually as an opportunity for a lot of the products that are part of my business. Medium-sized law firms have different needs than large law firms. They tend to have much smaller support staffs. Decision-making tends to be far more concentrated in a small number of people. They tend to put a lot of pressure on senior partners to run the business and also to continue to build pretty good time. And they're very focused on cost-to-benefit ratio. Not to suggest that large law firms don't care about that, they certainly do. But the medium law firm market is really focused on ROI. So it puts a lot of pressure on us to make sure that we're developing products that deliver very consistent ROI. So Elite via ProLaw and LawSoft, ProLaw in the US, LawSoft in the UK, is a big part of our solution for the medium space, but we also offer Westlaw Next very successfully in that space. And we're increasing our focus on Peer Monitor in that market, so providing financial benchmarking capabilities to medium-sized law firms. Competition in that market is as intense as it is in other spaces, and having good data about the market is as valuable to that group of attorneys as it is to large law. So we recently announced our plans to acquire Practical Law Company, and I have the privilege of working with the leadership team to run the US business, and the UK business will be run by my colleague in London. Thomson Reuters has historically offered the world's leading primary and secondary law content and also really rich software tools that help to streamline workflows. But we've had a gap kind of between that content and software tools in this area called know-how, by which we mean practical tools, guides, checklists, the sorts of resources, content resources sort of, that lawyers need to get started on a task and jump into it and be as efficient and as effective as they possibly can and really leverage their billable time optimally for clients. We contemplated building it on our own, but when we spent some time meeting the Practical Law organization and realizing the quality of the product that they had built in the UK and the growing product with very, very strong early success in the US, we decided it didn't make any sense for us to try to replicate it. We would really prefer to join forces with them. And so we're really enthusiastic to begin the journey to figure out the areas in which Practical Law's know-how content and our primary law content and also our software tools are going to work together as part of an ecosystem that helps lawyers to streamline their practice workflows in all the different practice areas that exist in large law. Today, the US part of Practical Law's real strength is on the transactional side. That's where their two most robust products are. Serving deal lawyers, finance attorneys. But they've got some really rich and exciting newer products focusing on litigation and IP, labor and employment. And we will continue the significant investment in building out those products and making them everything that our clients need. And we will be marrying them up with other Thomson Reuters assets to provide what we consider to be really a winning solution for lawyers in those practices.